Hey guys, Felipe here. Welcome to my channel, Focus Diversity, where I kind of share some of my know-how over the years, right? So I left off last time talking about the dollar, right? DXY index, to be more specific. So I noticed it, it's holding steady around, I think, like 96. And it seems to possibly be about to break out at some point in the near future, which would be anti-inflationary. However, as you can see, the narrative is that everything's inflationary in this current environment, which I can see based off of the fact that they've made money easy. They've made borrowing at an all-time, low interest rates extremely cheap. And they've made paying back that money you borrow very cheap. So for the most part, throughout 2020 to 2021, while they were handing out all the stimulus and whatnot, they were devaluing the dollar quite a bit. Current right now in the market, it seems like oil is going up in price. So much for the control and the narrative from the government saying, that they were gonna do whatever they can to fight inflation, or inflation was transitory or whatnot. Well, it's definitely become a problem, as you can see, from going to the gas pump and paying much more for your gas now, right? However, the contrary to that is that if the dollar continues going up in price, oil should go the other way around, because they have an inverse correlation. So at this time, I'm kind of watching the market and figuring out my next move in terms of what to do next or what to expect next. For the most part, it seems that inflation right now is a big issue. So we're going to see later today what the Federal Reserve decides to do in terms of raising rates or whatnot. Because the decline in the market the last couple of days have been, for the most part, the perception of, the investments community expecting the Federal Reserve to hike rates up quite a bit, which they're kind of stuck in between. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, because regardless, either way, it's going to be horrible. If they raise rates, a lot of companies are possibly going to go bankrupt because they're practically on the brink of it, because now they're going to have to be paying more for the money they borrow. On the other hand, if they don't raise rates and they keep stimulating, they're gonna pretty much, for the most part, hurt anyone in the lower income bracket. Can you imagine people barely being able to afford to pay gas, food, feed their children, housing, shelter? Like, what are they expecting? I mean, this clearly was obvious in terms of what could occur, right? So if I see this going on to an extreme, it might cause, I don't know, some kind of civil disturbance, because people are gonna get fed up. Like, what? I'm like working paycheck to paycheck, and I can't even pay my damn rent, let alone feed my damn children. So it's a crazy situation for the most part. But yeah, based off the fact on how this January has been the worst start of the year in quite a while, I feel like the market's down. It's in ripe for a big decline, because how long could the longest bull market in history possibly go for? Again, who knows? Could keep going, right? But as I've seen before, I've read before in certain books, such as Benjamin Graham's biography, he speaks of it himself, where he saw the crash incoming based on the fact that the year began very slow in January 1929. However, the market drags you in. It's kind of hard to be disciplined and take a defensive stance sometimes when everything is going up, because hey, it's contagious, right? It pulls you in. The market, greed is a powerful emotion. Well, all right, guys. I guess we'll see what happens. Feel free to hit me with a like and with a subscribe. Of course, you're welcome not to if you don't want. And just shoot me a comment. Let me know what your opinion is. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.